Older people, by continuing to live in their own homes, their own communities and amongst their own people, act as stories of wisdom, knowledge and provide tremendous stability, especially to those younger than themselves. And I just want to recognise, I suppose, the work of Alone, who I know do tremendous work throughout the country, and I know, in my own area that I've relied on them a lot for myself as a county councillor. Along, I suppose, with the 500,000 family carers, which everyone has spoken about here, many who've come out who carry out completely unpaid work because they exceed the income threshold. And I really hope, I'm delighted to see that this is in to get rid of the means test is going to be abolished in the programme for government. But I hope that it's just more than aim to phase it out, that it actually will be phased out. But for the purpose of today, I would like to concentrate on professional care workers and home care assistants, who I'd like to speak a bit more about. Whether older people remain in their own homes or move into nursing home, they are often able to recognise that they provide richness to the lives of their carer. The truth of us, I suppose, that all of us like to feel useful. Feeling useful in and around the home helps to combat loneliness, which has come up a few times today, which in turn improve health outcomes, particularly in the terms of longevity and cognitive function. However, unless we meet the basic care needs of individuals, we're not going to be able to meet these needs, which we've outlined here. Even IBEC, in their February 2024 report, Better Care, Better Business, recognised not only the shortcomings in care, but also identified the cause of some of the shortcomings in professional care. In 2024, the HSE employed less home care assistants than in 2017, and only 40% of home care hours are directly delivered by the HSE. There are vast differences, I suppose, between rates of direct employment depending on where you live. In Donegal, 90% are HSE employed and 10% from the private sector. In Sligo and Leitrim, it is 50-50. Why is there such a difference? Yet again, when we see what happens when the state responsibilities are farmed out into the private sector. Despite commitments made to ensure that home care workers receive a living wage and are paid for the mileage and travel time, these rules are regularly flouted. Workers employed directly by the HSE benefit not only from better starting pay of $35,000, as opposed to the minimum annual remuneration rate of $30,000, but also that they receive additional benefits that their counterparts in the private sector do. So there's no such thing for private care workers, resulting in often there can be 14,500 pay difference between someone at the top of the HSE's pay scale and a private sector worker. Beyond the patent unfairness of this situation, low pay has been a significant negative impact on family prospects for migrant workers who want reunification, often with their families, and whom the sector is very much dependent. Time. Okay, sorry, Laura. I'll just continue on. I suppose, there is glaring differences between the private sector and the public sector, and I would urge that the state would look towards fully publicly funded sector, that there's actually unique employment opportunities for all working within that sector.